Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another fun match for World of Warships here on Not Your Professional Walkthroughs channel with me, your host, Max. So in this one, we're going to be taking a look at the premium Tier 8 battleship Brandenburg for the Germans, and we're gonna have some fun with it, as in this case we are gonna have a fun match where my aggressive style of game approach to capture or contest the objects in the circles is gonna work out surprisingly. Usually if you try to YOLO like this into the enemy positions, it's never gonna end really that well. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen, and we're gonna see how many kills I can get. There's gonna be some friendly fire, but thankfully the friendly fire has now been disabled, so only thing you get is a warning. I still think it's kind of a mistake for Wargaming to remove it, but then again, this is a year of a bad choices made all over the place. And I'm not talking about you specifically watching my videos, I'm more specifically talking about stuff that's happening all over the place. So yeah, hopefully we're gonna have some fun with this. I have been trying to get some fun matches in the meantime for the ranked, or just see what else I can come up with. I'm still gonna try to make the video for the loot crates if I have not done it yet, in order to teach you or inform you on what to expect out of the event. So this is gonna take me some while to put together, unless I have already put it out onto the channel. It's kind of hard for me to tell. I have had kind of a hectic schedule as of late. Not really happy at my job and stuff like that, so I'm looking around and it's kind of chaotic, all things considered. So I'm not really sure what's gonna be the upload schedule and all these things, so we're gonna see how I will be able to make it work. But hopefully I'm gonna be able to make it as productive as possible, so that you have constant stream of fun content to watch. And also I have now over like 800 videos on the channel, so there's quite a decent log of content to be seen or watched. So anyhow, the match is starting. I'm being harassed by the carrier, because usually for some reason as of late I have been picked on by the carrier players quite a lot. Now truth is that I have been playing with ships like Prince Ruprecht or Brandenburg, so these ships do have really bad anti-aircraft, so it's kind of a logical option. But in order for us to help out our team, I will not be able to do so by sticking out of the circle. So I'm gonna try to push myself in there and see what sort of play I can come up with and how much of a help to my team I can be. So far, only thing which is happening is that I'm being harassed by the carrier. The enemy Brandenburg is trying to shoot at me, and the ships from the within these circles are shooting at me too, because I'm on the outskirts, I'm exposed, and I'm being spotted. The enemy Brandenburg opening up on me, and as you can see, it's really not the most effective gun on this ship. Even if you have the better commander equipped, you might still have quite the huge dispersion, because the 3 guns in these turrets usually have that. The best accuracy for the caliber of this gun is on a gear, and I will try to get some fun footage for that ship hopefully as well, because I have this fun idea for a comparison video for World of Warships. So if you are not yet subscribed, make sure to do so. I'm not really sure when I will get to it, but I'm gonna try my best. Okay, so here we see that the Oland is gonna be popping from within the island. So I'm gonna launch the torpedoes, because he is within that 6-kilometer range, hoping that he is gonna run right into it. We already did manage to get a kill. So that was fortunate for us. One of the destroyers has been destroyed. But here, I'm all fingers crossed that the Oland is gonna run into the torpedoes, but the ship is just too damn fast. But not fast enough for the secondaries to be avoided, and it gets blown up by them. In the middle, we see that the submarine is there causing a bunch of trouble, but because I'm still under fire, I have to wait until I can start turning around in order to push into the enemy territory. So once I have some distance between myself and the enemy and I can dodge these torpedoes, I will open fire on the enemy Bismarck, and I'm gonna start turning around the island in order to push into the enemy territory. So we are trying to contest the middle, but we are failing because our team members are being shot at constantly, so that is a big no-no. And somewhere in there, in the middle, is still that enemy submarine, so we're gonna have to be on a lookout for it because that can cause a whole lot of issues. Brandenburg is really susceptible to torpedo damage, and therefore trying to stay alive is gonna be crucial for us. Enemy destroyer has been taken out in the middle, which is helping us again to try and contest the middle point. The enemy submarine has been spotted, but I need to keep an eye out on that Bismarck, which is taking a whole lot of torpedoes. And once I unload the salvo, and most of it tends to miss, I'm gonna try to refocus my attention in helping out with the submarine. Another destroyer has been taken out. I drop down 2 of the depth charges, hopefully they're gonna land, and I start to turn around in order to not be showing broadside to the enemy battleship. I'm trying to launch the torpedoes here, not really sure what's gonna be the plan of the enemy, if they're gonna try to turn aside. You can see that 4 of the depth charges have been able to land successfully, and therefore the submarine has taken quite a large damage, and it was able to be taken out eventually by a friendly destroyer, so that's really great. And now I'm in this situation where the H-class battleships tend to excel. I am facing towards the enemy, and I'm gonna be taking a bunch of torpedoes because they were aimed all over the place. It seems like the enemy battleship has just simply decided to stop. The Vladivostok is just sitting there, and the Brandenburg is able to keep pushing forward. The secondaries are opening on both sides. We're able to keep exchanging shots. We have over 100 shells in, and I decided to shoot at the Bismarck in order to not risk him citadeling me from the broadside or reloading the torpedoes fast enough. I'm still being harassed by the enemy carrier, as I'm apparently the closest target, and I will refocus my attention on the cruisers and the battleships, which are trying to still remain either around or within the circles. So the secondaries are able to open up, but I'm re-angling myself in order to be able to utilize eventually both sides of the ship for the secondary bombardment. We are 4 kills in already. The match is going really well for our team. I'm trying to shoot here in order to acquire the 5th kill. We can see the enemy squadron is coming in, but unfortunately the cruiser has been killed by the Lexington, so I wasn't able to claim it. So I'm gonna focus on trying to defend myself from the enemy aircraft attack yet again. And here we see that there's another Bismarck or something ahead of us, and we're gonna open fire on it, and that's the Brandenburg with which we were exchanging those shots. And there we get that 5th kill finally. We get the Confederate, we get the Kraken achievement. We have only 1 secondary kill, but altogether, thanks to the push into the middle, we were able to play quite aggressively, and thanks to the presence of our team, who were able to take out majority of the destroyers and help us remain in the middle, we were able to eventually acquire the victory. So the enemy carrier is trying to go and hide behind the island. We have 820 points on their 145. I have been in many occasions where I'm the last ship left alone on my side of the team, and it does not even necessarily have to be the carrier, but with the carrier you are kind of limited as to what you can do, as if you were not preserving your squadrons or you just received really bad matchmaker, you can be out of squadrons, and in the later games, if you are trying to defend yourself with the rocket squadrons versus battleships or something like this, you're not gonna be able to have too much fun or do too much damage, as based on the ship or the nationality and the squadrons which you carry, you might have limitations. If you have the German carrier, you can do lots of damage to the cruisers with the rocket squadrons. If you are the Russian ships, you can do lots of damage with those. But that's gonna be it for this match. We were able to achieve the lovely Kraken yet again. And I know that there are videos on YouTube which keep showing that there are players who are able to get like 8 kills and such, and that's doable. However, the major difference between them and me is that they are playing in a squadron, and so if they have their teammates on and they are able to sort of communicate and better target the enemy, it is possible to then make such kills. But we are looking at a really lovely score, so lots of points were achieved. At the time of me recording this episode, I have still had the bonus of 200% EXP for the ship, so each match which I did was followed with the boost, so that is why you see the score. And if you want to see more fun World of Warship content here on the channel, then go check it out. I will leave you some links in the video's description, and of course you can explore the channel on your own as I publish videos on a weekly basis. So make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, let me know what you think about the current status of the game. Are you looking towards the Christmas loot crates? What updates would you like to see? Let me know, I would be more than happy to read about it. And I will see you all in the comments or at the next one. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.